morning and happy December. I thought that I would vlog this month like I did last year. I had a lot of fun doing my self-care advent calendar, and I also had a lot of fun vlogging it, and I liked having an excuse to make videos and hang out with you guys. So this is this year's advent calendar. I have 24 little cards with 24 activities on them. Some of them are self-care in the sense of like taking a bubble bath or doing my nails. Some of them are self-care in the sense of organizational life admin tasks that will be really relieving and nice for me to have done before the end of the year and not have hanging over me as we enter the new year with a nice fresh start and a clean slate. So that is the idea for that. And I also, as an extra little treat, I got a tea advent calendar from one of my favorite tea brands here. So every morning I will get a new flavor of tea, and this morning Jesse already made our first day because he got one too, so we can have matching tea in the morning. And today it was super berry, so it's like a berry flavored tea. I'm not usually like a berry or fruity tea person, but it's okay if they're like really flavorful, and this one definitely is, so I like it. So now I just have to pull my first day of activities, and I do reserve the right to redo because some activities like just won't work on certain days. So for example, this is to go to the bookstore, and today is Sunday, so all of the bookstores are closed. That was a perfect example of what I was talking about. So we will redraw. I'm gonna go with this little stocking mouse. It's actually a little hedgehog. It is so cute, and the task is to email declutter, which, you know, I just need to, you know, go through my emails, delete the ones I don't need, move the ones I do into their proper folders. You have an email too, you probably understand what it's like. I have several emails for the various purposes in my life, and they can get pretty messy. So since it is the first of the month, I also have a lot of other just kind of like monthly reset, start off the month stuff to do. So here is my to-do list for the day. I will let you know how it goes. Morning. It is day 2, and today's tea is apple cinnamon. It's still really hot, so I'm only going to take a little sip. I can't really taste it yet, but it smells really good. Yesterday went well. I got all of my to-do list done. The only thing that I didn't get done was finishing To Winter Nights, the book I'm currently reading. You know what? I was supposed to finish it November 30th, so December could start with a fresh slate, and then I was like, oh, I only have, you know, 50 pages left. I can definitely just finish that in the morning of December 1st. And then yesterday I read until I had 10 pages left, and I was like, I can just read that before bed. And then I tried to finish reading it in bed and I fell asleep. So I do still have a few more pages of To Winter Nights, but it's okay. I will just finish it today and then get started on my December TBR, which I did make yesterday. I did have to do some prioritizing with the books that I want to finish this month because there's so many like end of year things that I need to finish up. Magical Readathon, Autumn Equinox syllabus I'm still working on. I'd love to participate in Lightfall. I still have one challenge left on the Year in Eldia map, and of course these must-read lists that I made, and I'm nowhere near finishing, so I really just had to pick like what's most important. So my TBR for December hopefully is King of Crows. This is a priority because the whole reason I reread the Diviners series this year was so that I could read King of Crows while still remembering what happened in the rest of the series. If I don't get to this, then it's just a waste of the whole reread I did. And then the next thing that I want to read is Our Wives Under the Sea. This is also for Magical Readathon, but it's also a library book, so I will need to return it soon. I've also got Kiss of Deception, which fulfills like 3 different challenges. I think it's gonna read very quickly, even though it's big. It's like a YA fantasy romance. I'm gonna fly through this, I'm sure. I would also like to read The Full Moon Coffee Shop. This also fulfills a couple challenges. Allie got this for me. When she was here visiting in Germany, she surprised me with it when we went to the bookstore, which is really nice, and I'd like to get to it soon. Although I think Allie did say she was gonna get it for Christmas. So maybe I'm gonna ask her if she wants to buddy read, in which case I don't need to get to this immediately. The other things I put on the list are the Kaiju Preservation Society, which is another Magical Readathon prompt. And then I decided to pick one more off of my must-read list, and I decided to go with Lone Women by Victor Laval. It just sounds so good, and I really liked the other Victor Laval book that I read this year, so I'm really excited for this and want to get to it. And then I also, if I get to it, I threw on The Familiar by Leigh Bardugo. I do have a library hold that's coming in like a week or so. We'll see. I don't know. It's gonna be a busy month. I'll get to whatever I get to, and that's just gonna have to be okay in the universe. But speaking of being busy and getting stuff done, it is time to draw my next advent calendar activity and see what we're doing today. Okay. My Goodreads, Letterboxd, and Pinterest. So that is today's advent calendar task. Basically, I just need to organize my Pinterest, you know how stuff gets messy, update my Letterboxd with everything that I've been watching or like wanting to watch, and do a good audit of my Goodreads TBR, which I will probably also film a video of, so keep an eye out for that. But yeah, besides that, today I obviously want to work on my paper. I do need to do some reading for class tomorrow and on Wednesday, and then this evening I am going to pub trivia with my friend. The theme tonight is Twilight, so of course we could not pass that up. I'm gonna go get started on everything so I can hopefully be ready for that tonight, and I will talk to you again in the morning. Good morning. Today we have cocoa, cinnamon, and ginger tea, which sounds really, really good. Ooh, actually, I'm not sure. Maybe once it cools down. Also, I forgot to charge my camera battery yesterday, so I'm filming on my phone. Hopefully it's not too horrible. Hopefully the microphone at least makes it bearable. But yesterday went really well. I did all of my organizing. Feels like such a big relief to know that everything is kind of up to date and organized. Although Pinterest was a pain in the ass, because not only is their system just a little bit clunky and inconvenient, but also I am so messy and sloppy and disorganized on there that it really took forever. It worked out. I'm glad it's all done. And then at Twilight Pub Trivia, we got every single question in the Twilight section correct, except for one. And let me tell you this question actually. In the first Twilight movie, when Bella and Edward go to dinner at the Italian restaurant in Port Angeles, what is the name of the Italian restaurant? And the options were Bella Italia, the Twisted Noodle, something else that sounded decent, or the Bloated Toad. So obviously we were deciding between Bella Italia and the Twisted Noodle. Turns out it was the Bloated Toad. Why? Why is it the Bloated Toad? I don't understand. I don't remember that. Yeah, anyways, as far as reading, I did finish To Winter Nights, and I did start the first few pages of King of Crows, but I was also very sleepy. I'll probably just have to start over. And I also picked out a new audiobook. I was gonna listen to Wreck My Plans, which is a holiday Christmas time romance. And I got a few chapters in on the train yesterday. Honestly, I think I already might DNF it because it is a dual point of view. I've read a couple of them now. It's starting to become a really big thing, I've noticed, and I personally cannot stand it. I don't know if this is like an unpopular take or if I'm being really picky or what, but I truly cannot stand knowing what is going on in the love interest's head, especially when it's like a female main character with a male love interest. Get me out of this man's head. I do not want to be there. Like, it just negates all of the tension and anxiety and that feeling of being being in the main character's head where she's feeling all of these things like, does he like me back? How does he feel about me? And I know like obviously as the reader, you already know that they're gonna end up together and that they like each other. But like if the experience is immersive enough, you should be able to kind of forget that and spin the story in a sense of like, will they, won't they? What's gonna happen? Are they gonna end up together? Da, da, da. And without that, I don't think it's fun for me personally. So I am gonna have to declare myself a dual point of view romance hater, unfortunately. So I will have to find another thing to listen to on audio. If anybody has any good holiday romance, non-dual point of view recommendations, please let me know, because I am in the mood for something festive. Anyways, let's draw our activity for the day. Okay, I'm gonna have to put the mic down. Hopefully the sound doesn't get too weird. Okay, I'm just gonna draw this one. A reading session. I'm debating if I'm gonna have time for this today, but I'm gonna give it a shot. The thing is that I have class today and tomorrow, and I haven't read either of the texts. So today I have to read today's text, and then when I get home tonight, because tomorrow's class is in the morning, I'll also have to read tomorrow's text. But I think if I get through them both before class today, then tonight I can do a reading session. So that would be the plan. I would try to get to it. If not, I will save this. I'm gonna give this tea one last try. It's not my favorite. It tastes a little dusty. I might add some milk and honey or something, but I'm gonna go get started on this reading day, and I will talk to you again soon, hopefully on a real camera. Good morning. Today's tea is a chai, which is my favorite in the form of an iced chai latte. So I might end up saving this and making an iced chai latte after class. Yesterday went well. I had a good reading session. I got 10% through King of Crows, which doesn't sound like a lot, but this is a huge book. So 10%, like that took me a while. Anyways, I do have class this morning, a romantic poetry class that I have to leave for here in a few minutes. So I'm just gonna jump right into pulling today's activity. I think I could pretty much do anything today because I do have the whole afternoon and evening free. Okay, so this is a little mouse with a mushroom, and the activity is to play a video game. Just like a nice several hours dedicated to like a good gaming session. I am currently still playing the new Dragon Age game, which I've been really excited about. It is a little bit of a disappointment to me. Actually like a really big disappointment, which I knew that was gonna happen. Again, this game has been 10 years in the making, and the studio had a lot of drama in that time period where they fired a lot of the original writers and the people who actually created the Dragon Age world and characters and everything. And also they're owned by EA, so EA was also probably having their hands in a lot of things, and it just like at this point it doesn't even, to me, feel like a Dragon Age game anymore. So right now I'm trying to finish it and appreciate it for what it is, even if to me it's not the game or the story or the characters that I have known and loved all of these years. And just finish it and say goodbye and move on to something else, something new, or just replaying the old Dragon Age games again. So yeah, anyways, you didn't need a whole rant about that. The moral of the story is that I will be having a video game session tonight after class, and I'm really excited, and I'll talk to you then. Good morning. I'm here with the day 5 tea, which is a white tea with blueberry and elderflower, I think. Holunderblüte in German. I think it's elderflower. This is actually a flavor that I get all the time. They sell it at the store in like a big box. And it's just really nice and like light and refreshing. So good to have a cozy favorite today. Yesterday's gaming session went pretty well. I mean, as good as it can be. I'm still not loving the new Dragon Age, but also read another 5% of King of Crows. So, you know, slowly but surely making some progress there. I am really enjoying the Diviner series in general. I just love, and this book already has so so much of the essence of the series that made me fall in love with it, so I'm really enjoying this. And today, I will actually not be drawing an activity today because I am hand selecting it. It is a special case today because one of the activities in here is to go to the thrift store. But this is something that I wanted to do with my friend Annie, and so obviously it had to be kind of planned and scheduled in advance. So here we have a pre-scheduled Advent activity, but the little bear, she's so cute. I love these little gift tags so much, and I'm really excited to use them for like journaling and stuff when I'm done. They're so cute. I'm gonna finish my tea and then head out to the thrift store, and I will talk to you again soon. Good morning, welcome to day 6. Our tea today is called Happy Me, which is very descriptive, I know. The ingredients are lemongrass, apple, orange peel, ginger spice. I'm doing my best, it's in German, it's Ingwerwurzel, cardamom, coriander, Ceylon cinnamon, and Ringelblumenblüten, which Jessie looked up. It's marigold. So that's quite the mix, and honestly, I like it. It's like light and floral and it has a little bit of citrus. It's really good like morning tea. Anyways, yesterday's trip to the thrift store went so well, you would not believe it. I got 2 things, they were €5 each. First of all, I got this very sensible kind of suede black jacket thing. It looks really kind of snazzy and professional, and I think it's really good to have in case I need to do something official or like a presentation or something. I am going to be on the job hunt here in a couple months, so. But the second thing that I found, truly the star of the show, the star of my life, I can't believe even just looking at it fills me with so much joy. It looks like a little court jester sweater, like I'm doing a silly little dance. I'm gonna wear bells on my shoes. I love this so much. I don't know if it looks like that for anyone else because I showed it to Jesse and he was like, yeah, it's a sweater. But to me, like, come on, the colors, the pattern, and also the sleeves have like a little poofy, like the sleeves kind of poof. This is so cute and silly to me, and it's so soft as well. I love it. Oh my god. As far as reading, I read another 5% of King of Crows. At this rate, it's gonna take me the whole month to read this one book, but I am really enjoying it. And then I also started listening to a new audiobook. I did DNF, that romance one. And now I'm listening to None of This Rocks, which is kind of a memoir biography from Joe Troman from Fall Out Boy. Fall Out Boy has been my favorite band since I was like 14 years old, and I love them so much. And kind of getting this insight into one of the people that have given me this thing that I have loved through so much of my life. It's really interesting. I've actually already listened to over half of it because I'm just enjoying it so much. So yeah, those are the reading updates. And now it's time for an advent calendar activity. Tonight, I do already have plans. This evening, my friend is coming over for a movie night. We're gonna watch Interview with the Vampire and one of the old Nosferatu versions, oh my god, versions, because we want to go see the new Nosferatu when it comes out in January together. So today's activity will have to be something that I can do in the daytime before then. Oh, I can't do this one. It's dinner roulette, you know, involves going out to dinner, which I can't do because I already have plans this evening. So I'm gonna pick again another mouse with a mushroom, and she has brought us cleaning my nightstand. It did say IKEA trip. I did, as you can see, end up editing a few of these after I made them because, for example, I needed to go to IKEA and then I actually ended up going a day or 2 after I made these, and now I don't need anything from IKEA anymore. So I switched it to cleaning out my, it's not really a nightstand. It's like a storage cupboard in the bedroom that is full of various kinds of crap. Hello, it's me from a few hours later, and there's been a change of plans. My friend just texted me and asked if we could reschedule the movie night. So I thought that since we're rescheduling that, I could go back to the original activity that I drew for today, which was dinner roulette. So back to the original draw. Dinner roulette is a really fun thing that Jessie and I did for our anniversary this year. We made basically a little chart. Oh my god, you can't see it. It's a little chart with 4 sections for appetizers, the main course, dessert, and drinks with different restaurants and stuff in each category. And what we did is we rolled dice for each category to see where we would be eating what, which was really fun, and I'm really excited to do it again. I did edit the list a little bit because last time we went out to eat at each of the places physically, and tonight I think we're more in the mood to kind of get takeout and bring it back home, especially since it is Friday night and it is also the absolute depths of tourist season here because of the Christmas markets. I don't know, you could tell yesterday, even during the daytime it was pretty crowded, but in the evening, good luck even walking out the front door, and I can only imagine the restaurants are gonna be slammed. So I did edit the list to only include places that do takeaway. So without further ado, we are gonna roll for our dinner roulette night.
3.
All right, and now for the meal. KFC for appetizers, mashed potatoes, and then for dinner, one of our favorite burger places, and I got a chorizo burger.
And I got a crispy chicken burger.
And we also got drinks from there. I got an amaretto sour. This is so good.
I got a whiskey sour. Ignore the fact that half of it's gone.
For dessert at the grocery store, we decided to go to the grocery store's bakery. They have such good stuff there, and I got a cinnamon roll with like chocolate.
I got a like apple turnover donut thing.
I'm so excited. That looks so good.
Yeah.
And now I think we should also flip a coin to see if we're gonna watch Hot Frosty or the new Lindsay Lohan movie. What do you want, heads or tails? Why do you look like you don't want to watch either of those? As if you didn't bring up the Lindsay Lohan.
The Lindsay Lohan one is much more preferable than the...
Okay, no, we can just watch that. I thought you said
No, I know you want to watch Hot Frosty, so...
I kind of do. All right, 2 is Hot Frosty. Bird is Lindsay Lohan. Hot Frosty! Good morning. Today is Saturday and our tea today is a Earl Grey vanilla, which I did add milk to, and it's really good. Anyways, I think that I talked enough yesterday. Don't really have much to say today. I didn't do any reading or anything like that. I mostly just worked on my paper yesterday. So this morning I am gonna just jump straight into the activity. A cute little house, and the activity is embroidery. I have been wanting to learn how to embroider for a really long time. I already love sewing and I need to sew more, but with the idea of like making my own clothes and like being able to embroider cute little designs on them, it's really a skill that I need to develop. And a few years ago, which is how long I've been saying this, Jessie actually got me some beginner embroidery kits with like a little squirrel and a fox and a little hedgehog. And I need that little extra push to stop procrastinating. So I put it as an activity and I'm really excited that I got that today because it can just be a nice cozy Saturday. I can spend most of the day working on my paper and then this evening do some embroidery. And since this is the last day of this vlog, I'll be starting a new one tomorrow, so keep your eye out for that. But I'm gonna end it here and I'll just put a little clip of the embroidery as the outro. Thank you so much for hanging out with me this week. I had a lot of fun. I hope that you're enjoying your December. Let me know if you're doing any kind of December activities or if you have advent calendars you're excited about. Yeah, I would just love to know how you are feeling festive and taking care of yourself this winter. And again, thanks for hanging out and I hope I get to talk to you soon. Bye!